Hello and welcome to Coveo Bite Sized Learnings. This video will walk you through the steps required to integrate Coveo's industry-leading suite of relevance tools into your Microsoft Dynamics 365 environment. Coveo Bite Sized Learnings are as short as they are sweet, so let's get started. Everything starts from within your Dynamics environment. Here, I'm going to the app source in order to get the Coveo for Microsoft Dynamics app. In the app source, I search for Coveo and choose Coveo for Dynamics 365. I'll install it by clicking the free trial link. You may need to provide some contact information, and you'll also have to check the boxes to agree to Microsoft's terms and conditions and agree to install third-party solutions. Click Agree, and Coveo for Dynamics will become available for you to install in your Dynamics instance. To deploy it, you can follow the steps detailed on the page which appears, and which we will follow now. You'll need to go to the Dynamics 365 Administration Center at port.crm.dynamics.com/G/I instances/I instance P picker.aspx. You'll choose the instance into which you want to install Coveo, and then in the right-hand panel, click the Edit icon, which is next to the word Solutions. The solutions list will come up, including an entry for Coveo search for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Select that, and on the right-hand side, choose the option to install. Please read the agreement before clicking the final Install button. It might take a minute or two for the UI to update with an indication that the process is starting. Once that update has happened, you can minimize or close that window and do another task. The complete installation can take 10 to 15 minutes, although it's usually a little less. Coming back, we can see that the installation is complete, so now we will need to actually establish our Coveo environment and build the integration between the two environments. To do that, we'll go back to our dashboard, go to Settings, then Customization, then Solutions, and in the All Solutions page, we'll double-click Coveo Search. In the Connect to Cloud Platform window, click on the option to connect to the Coveo platform. And in the Log into Coveo Cloud window, click Login with Office 365. If this is your first time walking through this process, it may ask you to agree to terms and conditions during this initial connection, as you will have just implicitly created your first Coveo account by logging in this way. At this point, you'll need to provide authorization for the connection between your Dynamics environment and Coveo, after which you can connect to a specific org. If you already have one, you can follow the process for linking to an existing Coveo org. We are going to create a new one. Enter a name, click Create, and we've moved to the next step. Within a few seconds, you'll be dropped into the source menu in the Dynamics-specific version of our Cloud Console. Here, you can click on Add Source and then configure a crawl of your Dynamics content. You may notice that the pop-up window does not give you access to the full interface. Depending on your browser, Dynamics may not let you scroll to access the whole thing, so you'll probably want to stretch that window in order to see everything. Name the source and choose your authentication method. If you're on Dynamics 365 version 8.2 or above, and if you've got an up-to-date version of the Coveo for Dynamics app, you can choose Application User. Otherwise, you'll want to choose the Credentials option for a full read account in your environment. We'll go the Application User route, but the other option is fully documented at support.coveo.com. In the Entities tab, you can browse available objects to index, and if you choose a particular entity, you'll see all the fields which are available to be indexed. Several entities and fields are selected by default. If you want to add or remove items from this list, you may. Similarly, in the Relations tab, you can identify fields from related objects to index while indexing the parent objects. We could set up several different sources to capture, say, cases and accounts and other entities in logically separated areas of the index. For demo purposes, I'm just going to include all of our defaults in one mega source and click Add and Build to capture everything. If you want to change these configurations in the future, you can always go back here and edit the source. Because this is my first Dynamics source, I need to authenticate into the system using my Dynamics credentials. If you want to see more about your Coveo org, you can click on the Admin Console link, and you'll be taken to the full Coveo Cloud v2 console. You can learn more about all these features in our Coveo Cloud Platform Administration course, available in convenient self-paced modules. For now, I'm just going to look at the org's status, where I can see that it's still provisioning. If I click into the activity browser, I can see what steps have been completed and what's in the queue. It looks like there are a few things waiting, and that's normal. A Coveo org is usually fully built in about 15 minutes, but there's no reason I can't set up another source to index other information which is important to me. In addition to my Dynamics content, I want people to be able to see all of our public videos, so I'll go into Sources, Add a Source, choose YouTube, name the source, provide a URL, and click Save and Build. In a few minutes, I'll have not only my Dynamics content ready to search, but also these videos and any content from other sources I choose to index, right from my Dynamics search. So we'll step away and come back a little later in order to allow the Coveo org to complete its provisioning process, and for all the content to be indexed. Now that it's done, we can go back to Settings, Customization, Solutions, All Solutions, and go into the Coveo for Dynamics console to edit our page by clicking on the default.html page and clicking on Edit Interface. You can learn more about editing your pages in our Platform Administration and Platform Developer Essentials courses, but just to show the basics, I'm going to add a new tab which will include our Coveo Videos source. Drag and drop the tab, give it an ID and a caption, provide a filter, apply, and save, and we're good to go. To make the search results page the default search experience, we'll click on the Settings gear icon, choose Options, and under Personal Options in the General tab, we'll select Coveo Search as the default search experience. Click on the magnifying lens in the top ribbon in the Dynamics interface, enter a search term, and since this is the first search we're doing from within Dynamics, you'll see a bit of a handshake delay that you won't see in subsequent searches. Once that handshake is done, there you have it. Thank you for watching this edition of Coveo Bite Sized Learning. Please share this video with your team and subscribe to the Coveo Insights YouTube channel and our e-learning playlist in order to learn more about using the Coveo suite of relevance tools to make your business personal. For more in-depth training courses, please visit www.coveo.com/training.